It is a time for sharpness, meaning clarity, of the word. It is also incumbent that every man warn his neighbor. I am warning you as best I can. Section 87 of the Doctrine and Covenants gives an overview of what will be coming. First, there will be an American Civil War, a second Civil War. It will be started again with the rebellion of South Carolina. The American Civil War will lead to a global war involving all nations of the world. Finally, there will be a planetary war when the planets of the polar configuration return to their proximity of Earth. Each of these wars, civil, global, and planetary, will present to all of us challenges that must be prepared for. We need to be very clear here. The United States will not be saved. These events will eventually lead to the end of all nations. The elders of Israel will not save the Constitution. The Constitution is already lost. The great whore of Babylon already sits upon the waters of all nations and holds dominion. The devil has already sown his tares, and the tares are already choking the wheat. The global secret combination is already taking power throughout the world. The world is corrupt. Darkness fills the minds of the world and the members and leadership of the church, as prophesied. The events described will happen soon. There is no time to waste in terms of preparation. The nature of civil and global wars is brutal. It is called total war. Eventually, there will be no food, water, power, heat, or communications. We need to plan to live off-grid. We need to store foods, especially grains that can store well, can be eaten cold, and are nutritious. The Word of Wisdom, section 89, is the best guide. Planetary war is different. You will need shelter from the catastrophes that are coming. Few will live through this. The saints will not be spared. There are only two guarantees: obeying the Word of Wisdom as written and not as espoused by the modern LDS Church, and taking refuge in holy places when Mars leaves its current orbit. This can only be learned by personal revelation. Again, I warn you, you need to prepare now, both physically in terms of food, water, and other necessities, and spiritually, making sure that the channel between you and the Lord is effective so that you may receive revelation pertinent to your own personal circumstance.